recommendations for hearing impaired students, otherwise known as deaf students?
Well, I always say that no matter what you're using, if you have a hearing aid or implants, I always suggest that you sign. No matter what else you use, it's so important for everybody to use sign. My daughter Leah has an implant and she signs, but first she learned ASL and then later she got an implant, and so she knows ASL and she knows English. And sometimes her implant, the batteries die, or if we're swimming she can't have it on, but we always have communication because we always have sign.
Miss Rachel, why did you decide how to make these videos?
We made signing time because my daughter, Leah, was born deaf. Did you guys know that Leah's deaf? And so we only found out she was deaf when she was a year old. But, time went on, and when she was 4 years old, I noticed there were not many people in our life that were signing. Like my dad, Leah's grandpa, he'd always ask me, "How do you sign grandpa?" And I was like, "Dad, Leah's 4. It's still the same sign, grandpa." So there were a lot of people in our family and in our lives, and they didn't have any signs. So I was kind of frustrated with that. Me and my sister, we got together and had the idea to make a DVD to teach sign language so that other families could sign too.
That's great.
There's singing time and dancing time and laughing time and playing time, and now it is our favorite time, signing time. It's signing time with Alex and Leah. It's signing time with Alex and Leah.
Miss Rachel,
Yes.
what can you tell us about your Signing Time Foundation?
Well, our Signing Time Foundation, we actually use that's a business. And part of it is I travel all over the country and I do signing time shows and performances, and I present to teachers and to parents that have deaf children and just different professionals. Also, I've been 3 times to Africa, to Ghana, Africa, and worked with the deaf children there. And so yeah, it's really cool.
Miss Rachel, when you were in Ghana, what did you do there?
Well, we were working at a school of deaf students. So there's 250 deaf students there, and most of the teachers, they've never learned sign language. So how would you teach deaf students if you didn't know how to sign?
I think you would just show them pictures of what you're saying.
You would hope, but they weren't even doing that. They were standing up at the front of the classroom and just presenting. And the kids were so bored. They were just sitting there and they weren't learning. And so we go to Ghana and we help the teachers learn how to sign, so then they actually can teach the students.
When you were bored, you just sit there and you just start there all day.
Yeah, and guess what? Sometimes the teachers don't even show up. The kids are all in their class sitting there at their tables waiting, and there's no teacher.
Miss Rachel, what are some good ways to find out what you're doing next?
Well, we have websites. So we have www.signingtime.com, and I have Facebook, which is just Rachel Coleman. We also have our foundation site, which is www.signingtimefoundation.org, and just all kinds of information is there. I'm on Twitter, and I send out about different performances and where we're traveling and all of that.
This is Kendall Evans, and this is Kyle Evans, and we're reporting from Simply Sweet on Main Street, Manassas, Virginia, and this is for PWCS TV.